In this shot of the second trailer for Dragon Ball Super Broly, we see Bardock flying in a spaceship with another Saiyan. In the manga of Jacko the Galactic Patrolman, there was a special feature, a special bonus called Dragon Ball Minus. Bardock is on a mission on another planet with this other unknown Saiyan, and he is told by his friend, or whoever the Saiyan is, that all Saiyans are ordered to go back immediately to planet Vegeta. Frieza had heard the stories about the legendary Super Saiyan and the legendary Super Saiyan God, and although one of his counselors said that Saiyans make great fighters, Frieza said that Saiyans are not truly loyal, and, of course, as we all know, they could have been a problem for him in the future. Now, as we're well aware, the new Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, at least the first 20 to 30 minutes, most likely will be this story of Dragon Ball Minus, but it will be way more in depth. If we put some images side by side from the new trailer and Dragon Ball Minus, we can see without a doubt that these are identical. Now what this means is, if we're going by Dragon Ball Minus, we probably are not going to get a lot of action from Bardock in this movie. I'm going to break down Bardock's role from what we know so far and talk about it in depth coming up right after this message from our sponsor. The only place I go to watch anime is on Verve, which you can now watch in high quality dub of Dragon Ball Super The Goku Black Arc. Verve is a streaming service that hosts a variety of different streaming services all into one easy to use platform. My subscribers can get 30 days free of Verve Premium just by going to verve.co/mastar. One of the best things about it is you can take shows with you on the go without even an internet connection. And they just released Nixblat. Tons of your favorite shows from the 90s are now available on Verve. Start your free 30-day trial of Verve Premium by going to verve.co/mastar today. In Dragon Ball Minus, he's pretty much on a planet. He's ordered to come back to Vegeta. He goes to Vegeta, talks to his wife Jean, and sends Goku on his way to Earth in order to protect him. He says that if he and Jean tried to escape as well, they would be noticed using the Scouters, so they just send Goku and they stay there for their destruction. So the Bardock special that we all know and love, at least the original one, is pretty much completely retconned, because in this, Bardock does not get the ability to see the future. However, he does have this premonition, this feeling of danger that Frieza is up to no good. So my question is, are we going to get that amazing scene of Bardock flying towards Frieza and fighting all of Frieza's army as Frieza launches the Death Ball towards planet Vegeta, or are they going to skip it altogether? Although this will cover the elements of Dragon Ball Minus almost exactly and identically, there is still the possibility that they could fuse the two stories in a sense. We don't see any action like the original Bardock special in this trailer, but I think everybody is dying to see Bardock rally up the Saiyans and go to try and attack Frieza. In fact, I think it would be tragic if they left that out of the movie, because that's one of the most beloved scenes in all of Dragon Ball. One thing to note here is that Goku is actually 3 years old in this movie when he is sent away from planet Vegeta. And this is very interesting because in the beginning of Dragon Ball, he is a baby. I'm wondering if they're gonna kind of retell the beginning of Dragon Ball in this movie as well. As we know, this movie will be going through time and space, showing all these different time periods, different characters, and how they evolved throughout the years. This is the origin of the Saiyan's power. We're going to get full explanations on all these characters. We're gonna be seeing Vegeta grow up as a toddler. We're going to see Broly grow up as a toddler on planet Vamp, where he will be discovered eventually by Frieza and his minions. Frieza's role is going to be incredibly important in this movie, as the fates and destinies of the remaining Saiyans and Frieza are all intertwined, as history has brought them to this point. Now I'm a little curious as to how Paragus actually survives this, because all the Saiyans are ordered to be here on planet Vegeta. In fact, I'm not even really sure why Broly was sent away. If we go by Dragon Ball Minus, it's a very strict order from Frieza for everybody to stay on planet Vegeta so that he can nuke the entire planet. Now in Dragon Ball Minus, they also say that in 1 month's time, the majority of the Saiyans will be back to planet Vegeta, and that there's only thousands of Saiyans because it's hard for their race to grow, and that there might actually be a few stragglers. Now in the translation for this trailer, Paragus is talking to King Vegeta and he's saying, "What, you're sending my son Broly Broly to a frontier world, and then he flies away and he says, I will train Broly to become the ultimate warrior in order to get my revenge. I don't know why you need that much revenge just for sending your baby to a frontier world. That seems a little bit weird, but all this must have happened way before the order came from Frieza. So Broly will land on planet Vamp, but then it looks like Paragus will in fact come, and with this other Saiyan. Now, who is this other Saiyan? If he escaped the destruction of planet Vegeta as well, he very well still may be alive and may be in this movie additionally. Now, have they just been hanging out on planet Vamp this entire time? I guess that's possible. Now, unless that other Saiyan has died since then, I mean, Paragus is pretty old, perhaps they just haven't shown him yet in this movie, and he could be there with Frieza and Paragus and Broly and everybody else. Or maybe Broly just went crazy and killed him on planet Vamp during one of his psychotic episodes. Now, as Goku and Vegeta are fighting Broly, we heard from the first trailer that he is learning to fight as they're fighting. If Paragus has been training Broly for the last 40 years or so, you'd think that he would actually have some fighting skills. So I'm curious as to how they're going to approach that. And if Broly has been training with Paragus for 40 years, perhaps Paragus could be pretty strong in this movie too. Now, who is Paragus gonna want revenge on? Vegeta? I mean, King Vegeta is dead, so he doesn't really need to have revenge on King Vegeta anymore. Is he gonna hate Frieza? I mean, he's siding with Frieza here unless his motives are completely hidden, and if he finds out that Beerus was the one that gave the order to destroy planet Vegeta, perhaps he could want to go after Beerus. Could we somehow get some Beerus versus Broly action in this movie? I hope so, but it's probably a slim to none chance. So how can they tell all of this story in 20 to 30 minutes for Dragon Ball Minus? A story that was pretty much wrapped up in just a few pages in the Dragon Ball Minus chapter. They're going to stretch this to 20 to 30 minutes. So I think that we actually could see a lot more Bardock than you might expect from this trailer. One thing's for certain, they are giving us tons of fan service in this movie. Fan service upon fan service upon fan service. Anything that they can do to ensure that this movie is going to make every Dragon Ball fan happy and purchase tickets so that the Dragon Ball can continue and they can make more movies and more money, and giving us additional Bardock footage and story is something that fans love. They know that Broly is a huge, if not the most beloved villain in the franchise, and they also know that fans go crazy over Bardock as well. That's why they give us that completely revised Bardock special. In 20 to 30 minutes, there has got to be a lot more Bardock, and there's gonna be, in my opinion, much more story coming for Bardock and some more explanations about his character. We may see things about his personality that we have never seen before, and we may learn some more backstory about Goku and maybe the history of his bloodline. In that same respect, we are going to get tons of new information about King Vegeta. While not as celebrated as Bardock, King Vegeta is also a figure and topic among fans, a character that we have a lot of questions about and we want to know more about him. This story is going to dive deep into these characters that we want to know more about, and that's what's so exciting about this Broly movie. We can see a proud King Vegeta bow down to Frieza, throwing his pride away completely, which is something that as a Saiyan you never do because of the sheer terror of Frieza's strength and power. And in this movie, we could get a look into King Vegeta's mind as to what exactly is going through his head when he encounters Frieza and his entire army. Now, to some, this may not seem like something important, but to us diehard Dragon Ball fans, those kinds of small interactions between the characters help us bond to that character and establish a faith in the series that is undying. I'd also love to see more of King Cold as he was shown in this trailer, and I am just so excited to see if we get more information before this movie comes out. We may get another trailer sometime between November 23rd and 25th during Jump Fiesta, so if we do, I of course will be making videos on that. Thanks for stopping by Mastar Media today, and don't forget to go check out Verve. Go to verve.co/mastar and claim your 30-day free trial today.